Thank you, Mr. President. Madam von der Leyen, as we fight to eradicate this pandemic, we're facing the largest economic crisis in probably 100 years. Coming out of this crisis requires us to mobilise large amounts of investment, of public investment. Sadly, our member states, coming out of a large euro crisis, are too burdened with debt to undertake these investments. That's why the solution is that Europe rises to the challenge and Europe puts together this plan, this Schuman plan, if you allow me to call it this way. This Parliament proposes that the European Commission raises a 2 trillion recovery package in which that is financed by recovery bonds and which allows us to invest in medical, in Green Deal, in digitalisation, in all the priorities of our European citizens. Now, the big question is, how do we finance such a plan? And we are offering this Parliament, 5 groups in this Parliament, are offering a grand bargain to our member states. We're offering them a deal. We are saying, we understand you're really constrained. We understand it's hard for you to raise your contributions. That's why we think this interest and this principle from these long-term loans that we need to pay for the plan have to be paid with own resources, new own resources that make those who cheat on their taxes, the digital companies that are not contributing as much as they should, the big polluters, pay what they should be paying. This plan, Madam President of the Commission, is economically sound because we need this investment, is politically feasible, as you will see tomorrow when you count the votes. It's feasible to be ambitious, it's feasible to have an ambitious plan, and it's financially possible because our citizens are looking for good investment vehicles into the future. There is demand for such an investment vehicle. 70 years ago, Madam President, dear colleagues, Mr. Robert Schuman said we need to make Europe in the concrete. This is the moment to give the concrete steps, but ambitious steps, to build Europe forward. Thanks very much.